Alright, we have 2x squared minus 4xy minus x and then plus 2y. Alright, so we're going to factor this polynomial and we're going to group some terms together first. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to group this 2x squared and this minus x here. So we'll group those together first. And you're probably asking, is it always this one and this one? And no, we could have rewrote this and put minus x out here to the back end. So this is just some of the stuff that you got to kind of look at and kind of determine it from there. And of course we're just left with minus 4xy plus 2y. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to factor out this x. So we're left with 2x minus 1. Right, pulled an x out of here, we're just left with 1 then. And now in this one here I'm going to factor out a minus, or I guess I should say a negative. We have a 4 and we have a 2, and the largest number that goes into both of these is going to be a 2. And of course there's a y in this term and a y over here, so we're going to factor out the y. Now I'm pulling 2 out of 4, that's left with 2. We're going to rewrite the x because we didn't pull any x's out, and we pulled that y out. Plus, and of course we pulled out both the 2 and the y, and by the way, it is not a plus, it's going to be a minus there. Alright, so we need to put a minus 1. Because if I distribute this back across inside, this minus and the minus is going to make that a plus. Right? Well, now we have a 2x minus 1, a 2x minus 1, so we can pull a 2x minus 1 out. And of course there's nothing in common with this x and the 2y here, so we end up rewriting the x minus 2y. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the hang of this by now. Alright, let's look at another example. We have a 10y cubed minus 4y squared plus 25y minus 10. Now we're going to have to do some grouping, group some terms together here, and it looks like I'm going to rewrite the 10y cubed, and how about the 25y? We'll group those together, and so we're going to be left with the 4y squared minus 10. Once you do this a number of times, you'll start seeing some kind of pattern. So it looks like between these two coefficients here, I'm going to be able to factor out a 5. That's the largest number that's going to go into 10 and into 25. So the 5, and I'm going to factor out a y. We have 3 y's and 1 y. We always factor the one out that has the smallest exponent. That's going to leave us with 2 y's plus 5. Because 5 times 5 is 25. Now on this one here, it looks like the only thing we can factor out is going to be I'm going to factor out a negative and a 2. That'll give us a 2y squared plus 5. Now it's minus here, but we pull out one of those minuses. Then we're left with a y squared plus 5 and a 5y minus 2. And we are done. And I noticed something that I actually left off, and that was a 2.